Hey, it's Ken Barrett, Laundromat How To. Working on some maintenance on a RINNAI hot water heater. It's actually one in my house, but they're very similar to the ones you'd have in your store. And what they recommend every so often is to flush them out and get any the buildup out of it. So a couple things you want to look at. One is right up in here. They get these, if they're installed right, they put these valves on, which allow you to shut off the water and open up the bypass, the drain. So one thing you want to do is right up in here, there's a filter. That's the incoming cold water filter. You want to make sure that gets all cleaned out. Put that back in, and we'll tighten that up. And get this valve back on. And what you do is, again, the directions here, is you want to hook up this system here, which you can see on the bottom left there is a pail that's going to be full of vinegar, a small circulating pump. You pump it into the cold water connection, which is going to be this one here, and then you're going to drain back into your pail from this connection back in the pail we got here. So it's really a pretty simple setup. What I did was just get a small drill pump. Just runs off your portable drill, and you just lock the drill on and let it sit there and run for a while. And you know, I've got some extra rubber hoses that I'm not using in my laundry anymore that I'm going to use on this. I did buy a garden hose, then I realized I got all these laying around, so why cut up a garden hose? So I should have everything I need to get this connected, and then like I said, all we're going to do is hook the drill up, fill this with vinegar, pump it up through into here, run it through the water heater, and then back down into the pail for about an hour. And then when it's done that, it says you want to flush it out, make sure you get that out of there. And all I really do then is you just get rid of the vinegar out of the pail, run this to a drain. If you can, get this to a connection and just flush cold water through there. I guess we can just turn the cold water on here and run this out to the, in here in this case would be the bathtub, which is out behind me, and just flush cold water through for, you know, about 5-10 minutes, just to make sure you got all your vinegar out and stuff. You're not going to affect your hot water system at all. So it's pretty simple cleaning. Once I get it all set up, I'll just put all the parts in a little tub. I'll have them here next time I want to do it. I'll just pull it off the shelf, hook it up, and just run it through. So this and lots more information, laundromathowto.com. Talk to you soon. We're all done running that. Just seemed to be leaking a little bit of the pump here, so I just put a little tub underneath it, and actually had a piece of duct tape just kind of strung from the water heater down across here just to keep the spray down. But you can see in there, we got some pretty nasty stuff. This 5-gallon bucket, if you look, you know, when that nozzle goes down, it's down in about 3 or 4 inches, and we've already lost sight of anything being able to see the end of it. So we got a bunch of crud out of there, and like I said, what it says now is to disconnect this, put the cap back on, connect a hose onto this one, right spot. So connect this, put the cap back on, put a hose on this, and then run it either outside to a drain. I've got a bathtub right here I can run it into, and then we want to flush that through for about 5 minutes just to get all that stuff out. And it also says make sure you clean this filter again. I think it said to do that first, just before you turn this on, just to get any of the crud out of the lines that's in there. So then we should be all ready to go. So pretty easy process, just takes a bit of time. If you got on-demand hot water heaters, it's something you want to put some regular scheduling on, depending on your water types and stuff. This is a household unit. I think we've had it in here for, I'm going to say, about 3 years now, maybe 2 years. So that's what we've got, a just regular domestic use in a couple of years. So if you're running them every day to laundromat, it's going to build up on that. And it's like most things, a little maintenance is going to save you a lot of money and time in the future. More information, laundromathowto.com. Check out the podcast, laundromathowto.com. The podcast on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and SoundCloud. We'll talk to you soon.